Thank you for coming back to my channel. This is J Mac Sports 24/7. I am J Mac. Here I talk about the Dallas Cowboys mostly, but I do also talk about my Tar Heels of North Carolina, my Lakers, and now and then my Cincinnati Reds, but more so the Dallas Cowboys. I'd like to give you my view on the Cowboys as they enter the postseason, one game shy of the regular season, last game being against the Washington Redskins. Before I get into my view are what I believe to be the Cowboys' Achilles going into the postseason. Today is a very special day for moi. Today is my birthday. It is my 59th birthday. Thank you. And I'd like to give my mom, my late father, props and definitely give all glory to God for making this happen. Thank you. I had a wonderful birthday. Thank you. So, for a wonderful birthday present, all I'm asking is very simple and it's very free. Is a like. If I can get a like from you, that will make my birthday that much sweeter. I had a great birthday. I took off today. I did nothing but just relax and got on the PlayStation, played me some Red Dead Redemption 2. I have won the game. I've beaten the story, but right now I'm just on some challenges right now, trying to accomplish as many challenges as I can. Now and then I will put that down and go to my go-to when I want to relax, and that is the Game of Thrones. I watch a little of that. I've watched that probably 10,000 times. Every time I watch the Game of Thrones, I'm seeing something that I missed the first time. So either I have a poor attention span, or it's just so much I just can't get it all in 10,000 viewings. So I gotta continue to watch it. So again, I had my day with playing some Red Dead and watching some Game of Thrones, and now I want to do a little quick video and talk about my Cowboys and what I feel to be the Achilles heel of the Cowboys. As I said, as we enter the postseason, one game shy from the regular season, we are playing those Washington Redskins. And I believe those Redskins have nothing to lose. They have everything to gain by, taking that number 2 seed away from the Cowboys. The Cowboys have the number 2 seed. We have only thing we have to do is beat those Redskins, and then the number 2 seed is ours. The destiny is in our hands. We don't have to depend on anyone but us, our team. Here's what I'm afraid of, and I hope you can stay towards the end of the video, and I really hope I can get somebody to chime in, give me your comment if you agree with what I'm saying, or if you disagree, let me know. Number one, the Dallas Cowboys are going into the postseason, and I am told, and I know this from watching football from over the years, the Dallas Cowboys do not have a run-stopping defense. We cannot stop the run. Definitely on a consistent basis. Now and then we could stop the run. When we have Jonathan Hackins, I think that's how you pronounce his name, in the game. But right now he's questionable to participate in the regular season, the final regular season game. And so we have Mozzie Smith out of Michigan. Again, props to Michigan for beating Bama. I'm glad. I do not like Bama, and every time they lose, it makes me feel good. And I hope it makes you feel good too. But I doubt it, because I'm sure a lot of you are Bama fans out there. Me, not just like North Carolina men's basketball. I like the Tar Heels men's football team, and I also like I shouldn't say men's football team, because I don't think there's a Tar Heels women football team. And I also like those the Notre Dame Fighting Irish in Notre Dame. All right, I kind of digress a little bit. We have Mozzie Smith substituting, filling in for Hackins right now because he's been out injured, and we drafted him to be a run stopper because we, over the years and over the last few years, we have been atrocious at stopping the run. That has always been our Achilles heel. So we cannot stop the run, definitely on a consistent basis. In addition, we cannot stop the run on teams that we should stop the run on. Bad teams. And so I would imagine the Washington Redskins their game plan it will be to run the ball. And if Sam Howell is playing, to limit his throws because their offensive line is struggling to protect him, which is causing his QBR rating to really drop. I think Sam Howell is an excellent quarterback, and I'm not just saying that because he played for North Carolina. Actually, I am saying it because he played for North Carolina. Because Sam Howell is a really good quarterback. He just needs some protection and a really good running game. And I believe Sam Howell will excel. I think he belongs in the league. He's a starting quarterback in the National Football League. I digress again. We need to be able to stop the run, and I believe they will come out to try to run the ball. The other Achilles heel, it's three of them, I believe the Cowboys have. Not only can we not stop the run, we cannot run the ball on a consistent basis. I tried to tell a lot of Cowboy faithfuls, Cowboy compadres, when y'all was amping for Tony Pollard to replace Zeke, that it was eye candy. That Tony was coming, getting 25, 30 yards a pop coming in. It looks really pretty. He had really flashes of being that dude. And in some regards, he is that dude in a different type of offense, not this type of offense. Because, one, we don't have the type of blocking scheme for him. It's more of a pounding scheme that we have, on our offensive line. And I don't think Tony Pollard is that dude. I really don't. And now that he is that dude that so many had, lobbied for, you're getting what you want. We need a hammer, in my view, a hammer. And when we get in the red zone, 1-2 yards to gain, we need that type of player, and we don't have that type of player. So I employ Jerry Jones, Stephen Jones, and the Cowboys executives to please address that running back either in the draft or free agency. We need a big boy. We need a boy that can bring it on a consistent basis. You can spare Tony Pollard, but Tony Pollard, if we continue to have the type of offense or scheme, he's not that guy. He's good at, in some of you old heads like myself may remember a guy, I think his number was 26 back in the day. His name was Preston Pearson. Preston Pearson was that dude that would move the chain. If you needed a first down, Roger, the Dodger stallback, number 12, would hit him to move those chains. And I think Tony Pollard could be that type of backup if he lessened his drops, because he's dropping the ball as of late. So if you old heads, you probably remember Preston Pearson. What you think of Tony Pollard, the comparison, Tony Pollard and Preston Pearson. I think they kind of somewhat built the same. I cannot remember how fast Preston was, but he was a reliable third down catcher. The third and final Achilles heel that the Cowboys face going into the final game of the season, 23-24 season, as we face the ugly foreskins, is our head coach. Yes, our head coach. Mike McCarthy has resurrected our offense, and he has allowed Dak Prescott to play lights out, the play calling, and CeeDee Lamb. Unfortunately, because CeeDee Lamb is a wide receiver, he cannot get the MVP or won't get the MVP award because of the position he plays. And the quarterback normally gets it because he's thrown it to multiple receivers. Dak is playing at that level. Don't know if he's going to get it, but he's still in the discussion. I don't believe the Cowboys have had a quarterback to win MVP for the season. We have for the Super Bowl, but not for the season. So, as I said, Dak is playing lights out, and I think that is due to a lot of Mike McCarthy and his play calling. Unfortunately, the Achilles lied when in situational football. I am under the view or opinion that if playing the Detroit Lions, Mike McCarthy had called in a pass play for Dak, that would force the Lions to call their final timeout. That would allow about 40 seconds to expire off the clock, both which Detroit needed to go to get that touchdown and to go for 2. So that 2 points out the try would have been a moot point. Wouldn't existed if Mike McCarthy had awareness of situational football and had called a pass, a run, not a pass, a run play, and allowed the clock to run out at least 40 seconds and force the Detroit Lions to expire their final timeout. Mike McCarthy's view, as I alluded to in my last video, that he was trying to put the game out of reach. That is stupid because we're not playing a scrub team. We're playing the Detroit Lions. They're leading in their division. They are a good team. They got a great coach. Not necessarily a great coach. I think the word great is overrated or overly used. They have a good coach. Great coach have not won anything yet. He's won a lot of games for the Detroit Lions, but you have to win something in the postseason on a consistent level to start, taking on the mantra of being great. And I don't think Dan is great. Dan Campbell, I think he's good. I'm also going to lay some of the blame to Dan Quinn. Dan Quinn called in a stupid, as I said in my last video, stupid, that last series for our defense, and just let, the Detroit Lions about 3-4 pass plays, and they was in the red zone, and next thing you know, they had scored a touchdown, and then they're going for two. As I said, Troy Aikman had said, their coach was going to go for 2 points, which he tried on three tries. And luckily, there was some deception on the Detroit Lions' behalf. And they tried to, fool the refs, fool the Cowboys, I guess, more so the Cowboys, but end up fooling the refs when they shouldn't have, and they had to pay the piper. They lost the game because, they did not properly have both 68 and 70 acknowledge that they are eligible, and so therefore the onus, as I said again in my last video, the onus is on the player to let the ref know, I'm eligible. I'm 68. I'm eligible. But there was some deception, and they paid the price for it. And I know a lot of Detroit Lions fan and filthy haters and foreskin fans, I know they dislike the play call or the referee or the call, but it is what it is. It was the right call. And again, we would have never gotten that position if Dan Quinn had called a better defense in that last series, if Mike McCarthy had understood situational football and called a running play instead of a pass play. That is my thoughts for this game, this last game against the Washington Redskins. I would really like to know your opinion. What do you think of what I just laid out for you? I do believe we will win the game. There are some thoughts that the Cowboys should rest some of their more seasoned starters. I disagree. We should go in there and play like it's a playoff game. We don't need to go into game limping or wondering. We need to go ahead and play, and I'm hoping that we play have a better scheme lineup for the stop and run, and Dak continue to play as he's been playing. No TOs. This is J Mac Sports 24/7. I am J Mac, as I alluded to earlier. I'm asking you to please, if you got this far, if you can like the video, it's just a like. It's my birthday. It'll be a wonderful birthday present for me to just complete the rest of the day as I get ready to go watch my Tar Heels play. Who do we think? I forget who we're playing. We're playing in the ACC. We're playing Pittsburgh right now. I think Pittsburgh have won the last 5 out of the 6 games, and I'm hoping that now that I think we moved up from number 9 to number 8 in the rankings, that we take care of business. All right, I rambled on enough. So this is J Mac again. So give me that like, subscribe, share, and comment. Peace.